Hello? So fresh, so cool, so clean. Hello, welcome to my party. I am not murdered. Okay. So, to recap, we just found her dead. We found red hairs and glasses.
Long red hairs, probably human.
Yeah, no shit, Laura.
Bifocal reading glasses.
I was blaming the Countess, but I don't think she actually has glasses. Right, Ramses has glasses and Archibald has glasses. Was Archibald dead? Who was on the porcupine? But Steve Dorian has red hair. Maybe it was a tryst. That, like, everybody was trying to fuck that hoe. And, like, he was massaging her neck. Maybe somebody came in, and then it was a quarrel, unrelated to whatever the fuck this is. So Ernie's still there. I sure hope there wasn't anything in his pockets. I don't know when to pick things up or when not to pick things up. Go, bitch! For fuck's sake, why can't you go over there? We're just looking around to the next murder. So that's Ziggy. I don't think anybody's been murdered in the second dinosaur room. Yet. Still looks good. Where's the cop? I would like to report evidence. Uh-oh. The fuck is that? Is that Steve Dorian boot?
A smelly old work boot. You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Why is that okay? Why is our shoes not a problem to pick up? It's evidence, but it's a shoe, so it's fine. Big purse, yes. Like Mary Poppins.
There are a few spots of blood on the floor. Seems rather strange to be petting a dog wearing...
There was already a dead guy in here. I still think I'm gonna hear something from this room sometime.
You hear nothing of it.
Maybe he's stuffed in another suit of armor. We can go downstairs, see if Wolf is in his office. Just leaving blood everywhere. They might as well say we were too lazy.
The case is sealed shut, as it has remained for over 2,000 years.
It is not, Lorbo. They might as well have said we were too lazy to implement the graphics and descriptions for this item to be in your inventory. Yes. Well, I thought that it's a one way only, I suppose. Whoops. Damn it. We're gonna take a peek in the headroom, but I don't think that there will be 2 dead bodies in the headroom. Although there's not a body in there, it's just a head. Bitch, why are you having so much trouble walking off screen? Oh my god. Lower bow. Fucking go! The UI is awful. Maybe he is stuffed in this. Hold on, go look in that.
An empty chest kind of makes you...
Still empty. Nope, still just Ziggy. Hi, Ziggy! Sorry your murder remains unsolved. I'm detectiving as fast as I can, as they say. Oh, here, I'm gonna touch all the paintings. I've been not doing that.
Don't touch it.
Ugh! See? This is what made me think, you know, yeah, the things that they just don't want to talk about, they just say don't touch it. And so then I see other things and I was like, well, I couldn't touch that painting. In what world should I touch this painting? But no. Logic. Using logic is where I went wrong. Do you think anybody... We've not gone back into the atrium in a very long time. We could leave. Please tell me it's unlocked before I get there. Three hours later.
This door...
They should have, like, marked it off. This room is a big old fucking nothing now. Oh, God. Intolerable. There's probably something over here that you will never fucking see. Oh wait, that's the same place. Fuck. I got lost! Dinosaurs are to the right. Okay, there's your dead ass. Meanwhile... Oh, who the fuck? What is that?
Countess, why are you tied up on my desk? Your face has certainly changed to an attractive pale color, my dear. You seem a little under the weather. Are you okay?
No.
Oh dear, you don't look well at all. O'Reilly! You want Mr. O'Reilly? Okay, just wait right here and I'll go get him.
Maybe untie her, you dumb fuck. He did threaten murder.
Hello, Miss Bo. Do you know where Mr. O'Reilly is?
Well, no, not exactly. I assume he's still in the museum.
He does also have red hair.
Well, I'll find him. If you see him first, would you tell him that the Countess is dying on the desk in my office?
The Countess is dying? What's wrong with her?
Well, she's looking rather pale.
And he did.
Her eyes are glazed, and she's not breathing much. I'd guess she'd been bitten by a snake.
Oh.
By a snake?
Must you keep repeating everything I say? In
It's
any
annoying.
case, I've got to go now.
Hold on. Can we save her? Oh, that fucking snake is here. Shit. But somebody else, like, get out your fucking snake oil, bitch! But I don't know if you put it on yourself.
This is an interest.
You put it on it? Oh my god. Hold on. I got one of these things. Uh-oh. When am I ever going to learn? Okay. So, O'Reilly did say to Yvette, if you ever fuck around on me, I will murder you. Which seems like maybe that could be a thing that occurred. This is a repetitive thing. Yeah. So, I'm assuming he murdered her. Probably. It depends on who's dead on the porcupine. I thought that was Archibald, but maybe it was Ramses. Sorry, did not mean to interrupt the deducing. Archibald, is he dead on the porcupine? Okay. Oh, it moves to where. Hold on.
While this is While this is an interesting approach, it serves no practical purpose.
Like I gotta shoo him back into the cage, maybe?
That's it. I'm out of oil. Now what?
Okay, but he's in the corner. Maybe he's closer. Okay. Alright. Well, that wasn't great. Are you still alive?
Oh!
It would appear not so. Oh, man.
A little bunch of grapes. Chilled. You remember something about grapes being found alongside the victims of Jack the Ripper.
Oh. I didn't know that. Can I pick them up?
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Why?
The Countess is looking rather pale. She seems surprised that she died here on Olympia's desk. The first page of a scientific report. A paper with printed words on it.
Am I supposed to magnify all this shit?
A scientific paper with the title, Social Habits of the Cherrystone Clam.
Smelling salts.
Smelling salts. You pick it up and place it in your purse. A scientific report on the topic of
Ankle? Oh.
cobra fang is embedded in the Countess's swollen ankle.
Well, I mean, obviously, there was a poison situation.
Not a good idea since it's leaking venom.
Okay. I definitely never would have clicked her ankle.
The skin on her hand is as pale as her face. It's the bound and dead body of the Count. It's the Count.
I'm gonna stick my fingers in her mouth too.
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
Why did it let me do that to Ernie? It was so weird.
Don't touch it. The intercom has fallen on the floor.
There's nothing cluing the ankle. Yeah, there's not even a... I mean, yeah, no. Even the pixels, like maybe that's slightly lighter, but no.
It's the bound. You decide not to read beyond the title. Proceedings of the 20th Annual Conference on Domestids.
Okay, time has passed. Sorry I didn't save you, Countess. Ooh, new act. How come it let me see what Olympia was doing when it had never done that? Rex takes a bite out of crime.
So far so good. Keep it up.
I'm not doing a good job. Everyone continues to die because we don't solve the crime, Laura. Now there's witches. Who are you? Are you the...
Time silence hath more eloquence than speech. Martin Tupper.
Are you coming to murder me? I don't think I should run. That was the correct response. Okay, but now, fuck. It didn't let me save in between then and then. Fuck me. That's cruel. You saw me try. I think I might have been able to do it.
That's it.
I don't know.
Oh! Look,
Shush.
a little... You pick it up. It's a dead woman. It's a dead woman. It's the dead... The Countess is looking rather... It's a dead woman. It's the dead...
I have to do this? Fuck you.
Not a good idea. A cobra fang is embedded in the Countess's swollen ankle.
I don't know if I was supposed to look at this shit, but
The
I'll do one.
first page of a scientific...
Okay. What am I gonna do? Oh, and I can't go down the stairs because the thing's gone. Oh, smelling salts. Thank you. Oh. Fuck! Now I can't get it. Ah! I found that one fair and square!
So far so good. Keep it up.
See, I can't do it. We'll just see. We might have to do this again. Because it's like, I'm assuming I'm gonna die. How come you're running like one of those ladies in the... I see. In the horror movies. You got away from her, it seems. Is she still in here? Is she coming? Oh no, here she comes! Here she comes! Run, bitch! Run, bitch! What are you doing? Maybe I should leave the building. We're going to do this 1,000 times. Is there a way in this to save outside? The doors in the pterodactyl room can be manipulated. Oh, thank you.
That's it.
No, it's... See? There's nothing here. It's under my face. You probably can't see it. It's like in the top right corner to the right of this is where the save is. Generally.
Look. It's the bound and a little... You pick it up. You detect a trickle of what could prove to be cobra venom. You deem it wise not to touch it when you remember that it's a neurotoxin that causes progressive paralysis leading to respiratory failure. That biology class was useful after all.
Or Kill Bill. Its neurotoxic venom is one of nature's most effective poisoning, acting on the nervous system causing paralysis.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
The venom of a black mamba can kill a human being in 4 hours if, say, bitten on the ankle or the thumb. However, a bite to the face or torso can bring death from paralysis within 20 minutes. Now you should listen to this because this concerns you. The amount of venom that can be delivered from a single bite can be gargantuan. You know, I've always liked that word, gargantuan. So rarely have an opportunity to use it in a sentence. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to solve this situation. Oh God, let me save it. This is cruel and unusual.
So far so good. Keep it up.
Quit running, bitch! Oh, I can save it. Praise be. Running, running, running! Do I continue to run? Run, bitch! Oh my god! What the fuck? Good thing the killer's unable to open doors. I knew I should have done something. Maybe a bone.
While this is...
Maybe a wire. Praise be. Thought maybe there was a lock or something. Like, press a button. Door 2. Maybe push one of these guys in front of
The
it.
steel armor feels...
Quit touching it. I don't know. Use one of these.
While this is...
I just don't know. Look closer at the door. A magnifying glass situation? Let me just restore while I'm not... Whatever. Oh, does it have a thing? Okay. Oh, no, wait. Hide. Hide in here. I've always thought this should be something.
The chest feels like...
Get in! I do believe that you should get in! Maybe I should use my magnifying glass.
The carvings on the...
No! Now's no time to fuck around at the museum. Oh, God!
It rattles as someone bangs a heavy weight against it.
Ah! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just head to this room and see if there's more, whatever. But I still think that's a great idea. Can I not go in there? Oh. That chair's not normal.
The door is...
Oh, yeah. Can you get in that hole? What are you doing? That's something. Just go in there, man. What do I do? Hello?
Silence alone is great. All else...
It's just a misdirect, okay. Well, it sure worked. I'm gonna be stuck in here unless I can get out that fucking place. Maybe hide here. It's a necessary misdirect. Fuck! I understand. Not just a misdirect for me. Hope she wastes lots of time. Waste time. So stressed out! How am I gonna open this shit? Do I have to use my magnifying glass? Your trunk idea is basically the same. What the hell? I know I can open the thing. Was I able to do the trunk thing or something? I don't think I wasted enough time. Now you make me die. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Okay. It didn't waste much time. Where do I go? What do I do? Open the only one you haven't yet. Oh, okay. I don't think I wasted enough time from this lady. Like, she's too fast. Here. Maybe... Maybe we had to be really fast. If you wouldn't run like a little bitch, maybe we could survive. You should take off them heels, bitch. They're slowing you down. Get in there! Maybe she thinks I went down here. Don't get out right away!
You hear the sound of someone breaking down a door in the next room.
Just a timing thing, it would seem. I gotta get in here.
The mummy case is sealed.
It's not, though.
Now,
why can't I get into that one? And why can't I save? I hate this. So maybe she went back to that one? I don't know. Clunk. There's gotta be a way to open this. I wanna pry it open with this.
while this...
I don't know, man. Just stay in here forever. She knows. get back to the storage room. Like, I want to go in the mummy that opens. Which is an easy way to do this, is to go this way. I gotta do that all again, because now it's a timing situation. And I've wasted time running around and saving. I guess I would just die in this situation. I gotta save earlier. Give myself more time. This all does seem to be timing related. Oh, hey. It's like, for some reason, I'm allowed to save while I'm in between. Now I can't save. Oh, I didn't. I guess I wasted too much time with the saving somehow. Ah! What am I supposed to do? How can I open the mummy? Is there a button? Hold on. Let me go back to a land before I had concerns. No, we didn't know about it at that point, though. We couldn't get through, because you're supposed to get back. Here, we'll go. We gotta look around for a button or something. There's gotta be a way from this direction.
A close... The granite. The exterior of this coffin is gilded, and the mummy... A close look. In essence, usually the gods...
Is there a secret button in this one?
The previous occupant seems to have vacated this mummy case. A close look reveals brightly painted scenes of the deceased. In essence, usually the god... The exterior... A close look. In essence, usual... The mummy case is sealed shut.
It's not!
The mummy case... The mummy... A peek into the mummy case reveals that Pippin's body... The mummy case is...
What are we supposed to do?
The papyrus crinkle. The highly polished surface feels... Although it's made of lime, the limes...
I guess we just die. This is correct, I'm assuming, that we get here.
This isn't... You closely...
Maybe we go out the window. I wanted to do that before.
The granite... The glass in the window is...
There's no secret button. If we immediately go down, does that save time or something? I don't know. Oh, you didn't do it. So the door with the chair will be open, like if I do it with the timing right. I didn't do it fast enough. So I gotta start from the beginning. No saves. The saving fucks you up. They want you to do this 4,000 times. At least we got past the snake oil part. I think they may let us save to fuck us up. So they'll have, you know, destroyed the door. Run, Lorbo! Oof.
You hear the sound of someone breaking down a door in the next room. Now you're just grasping it.
Maybe. Oh. What the fuck? I don't know. Touch this. Okay. Maybe I have to lower this. I think I've wasted too much time. I've wasted too much time already. Is this a door or a box? It seems like a box. Or should I hide in the boxes? Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go, Laura Bow? Hide in a box. Oh. Oh my god. Another secret place. Should I have looked at any of these papers? There's no time. Oh my god. Where the fuck am I supposed to be or go?
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
A whole damn mummy you put in your purse?
Don't touch.
Get in there. Maybe.
Don't touch. Don't touch. The lid won't open. Don't touch. Don't.
Oh no.
Don't touch.
What is this?
It's a mummified teddy bear. One of his black button eyes appears to watch you as you move around the room.
The room. Take his eye.
Don't touch. Don't.
I'm gonna die.
Don't touch.
What am I supposed to do with this mummy?
It's a mummy from the Ptolemaic period whose name was Pooh.
Pooh?
Don't touch. Don't touch. Strange. Strange. The funeral portrait on the mummy case somewhat resembles Ziggy.
Oh.
That's not the sort of thing you... Ami's the first mummy.
Just hide. There's gotta be some sort of other hidden situation in here. I'm just screwed. Clonk. I am bad at not dying. You can cut the crate rope. Oh, I see.
While this is an interesting approach,
just do it here. It's like I thought this would be a pulley thing or something to move it. Gah. The sarcophagus door room can be closed. Okay. Oh yeah.
you pick it up and place it in your purse.
Can you wedge it under the door? Okay. I don't know what the fuck this deal is.
Upon close inspection, you see nothing. There is a cartouche on the teddy bear mummy's wrappings, identifying the cute little creature as Pooh 2.
Pooh 2.
Strange, the funeral portrait on the mummy case somewhat resembles Ziggy. The scenes on Sebek-Ra's case are too horrifying to examine.
I can't
Don't tap.
spend all this time looking.
Don't tap. 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 The lid won't open. Don't touch it. Don't touch. Don't touch.
This is terrible.
Don't touch it. Don't touch. Don't tap. Don't tap.
I need some sort of
Don't touch it.
pixel.
Ami's the First's mummy case is quite beautiful. Don't touch. Don't tap. Don't. The lid. Don't
She's
tap.
not coming here.
Don't.
Is there something else on here?
That's upon clip. That strip. Don't. The lid won't. That's upon clip.
I'm stressing out! Look higher?
Don't touch it. The room feels like any other. Don't
Is
touch.
it like...
You can't reach the snake that way.
Hold on. Bone, always bone.
While
Or maybe snake thing.
the snake shifts just a little, and you hear a click.
But where?
Don't touch.
Rama ga ga ulala.
Use chanting as you encounter a strange ceremony.
Sis Boomba, I'm gonna kick your hiney, ha ha ha.
Oh my goodness!
Save me, Beatles!
Excuse me, I was looking for the women's lounge.
Yes. He's
You're coming with us, young
Ramses.
I think you're making a mistake.
lady. You've seen too much. We can't let you go.
I won't tell nobody.
Not to worry. I won't remember seeing this room
I'm gonna go
or
home.
you or anything. Really. I've got a terrible memory. Can't even remember my own name half the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you found us. Our cult of Amon Ra must remain a secret. There is too much at stake here. Too many important people are involved.
Cult of Amon Ra. In the museum basement.
This room is a forgotten part of the original museum. We are safe here, as long as no outsiders are aware of our existence.
Let me in the
Oh,
cult!
well, my lips are sealed. If you want to dance and sing and have little meetings down here, that's your business.
You cannot be trusted, Miss Bow. You're a newspaper reporter. We could be a featured article on page 1 of tomorrow's newspaper if we let you go.
But people are going to miss me. They'll search the museum.
The police will never find this room or your body.
You don't really plan to kill me, do you?
Of course not.
What a relief.
Kill is such an ugly word. Actually, we're going to sacrifice you to Amon Ra.
Unalive me.
Can we talk about this?
There is nothing to discuss. You should be proud to die in such an honorable fashion. Young Egyptian maidens used to fight for the privilege of being sacrificed to the great Amon Ra.
Now wait a minute. I thought the ancient Egyptians didn't make human sacrifices.
You're familiar with the history of ancient Egypt, Miss Bow?
I read some books!
I've learned a few things.
Perhaps we could test you.
Do I have any other options?
We can test you or sacrifice you. It's
my
your
God.
choice.
I'm liking this idea more and more. What kind of a test is it?
Amon Ra may choose to intervene on your behalf. It is our tradition that we must let you live if you can answer Amon Ra's riddle.
Great.
Oh my god.
Of course, you'll have to answer the riddle with hieroglyphics.
I was afraid it would be something like that. Okay, what's the riddle?
Actually, it's a two-part riddle. What is the room you leave without entering?
I can't save it! Room you leave without entering. In my translation, it's a word in there. You leave without entering a womb? Is that right? Yep. So do I type these? Oh. It's an owl.
That's correct. Now, the second riddle. What is the room you enter without leaving?
A tomb? I know what it is. It's an upside down looking ankh. Yeah, he's droopy. And an owl.
Very impressive.
Nice
You're
job
the
doing
first
homework.
person who ever answered that riddle correctly. The wise Amon Ra apparently wants us to spare your life. Will you swear to keep our location a secret?
I tell no one.
Of course.
Then you may leave. May the great Amon Ra guide your footsteps.
Thank you. Now I just have to outrun the person who's been chasing me.
Who is chasing you? Do you think they'll find their way in here?
I'm not sure who it is, but I believe it's the same person who stole the Dagger of Amon Ra from its display case. And I'm sure they'll find their way in here.
If that is true, they will not leave this room alive. I suggest you leave through our secret escape route
Please.
behind the altar. Go now and remember your promise.
You want this dagger? I will so give you this dagger. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go back home. Oh my god, I can save it. GTFO. Oh, there's another body.
There's an unconscious man in the coal bin. Although the coal has dirtied his face and hair, it looks suspiciously like Steve.
I knew we found his boots.
It's too heavy. You don't have room for it in your purse.
No,
It's
didn't you?
not yours. You can't do anything with the shovel. You have more important things to do than use the shovel. And besides, the shovel is rusted into place.
I'm just trying to see if it's Steve Dorian. I'm assuming. I thought he was in on the murders, but if he's murdered, not so much.
Steve, being the large, unconscious type stevedore he is immovable in his current unconscious state, and he's got coal all over his body. A large, circular, ornately carved stone is hung on the wall here. It seems to be attached to upper and lower tracks which run for several feet across the wall.
Tracks? Touch it. We assure you that shovel's just decoration.
The stone resists your best efforts to move it. This may be too big a job for one person to handle.
He is not dead. Yeah, he's just unconscious. Is somebody coming for me? Is the fucking... Okay.
This isn't a good shovel to use. Try the other one.
I did! You fucking
The
bitch!
great covering...
You can revive him. Here, I'm gonna give you your shoe back. Here you go.
While this
Cinderella.
is an interesting approach, it serves no practice. While
You want some grapes?
this...
You want, I don't think this has any water in it anymore. You need some snake oil?
A heavy metal door is set into the side of the furnace. Steve, being the large... Steve...
Doesn't seem so.
Steve, you straighten out your dress. Appearances count.
Even when you're running away. So it seems like I need to do something with this, but I need a second person.
It would be folly to touch the pipes.
They're very hot. Can I open the door? Can I go this way or that?
This door is locked, and you don't have the proper key.
Maybe it's another magnifying glass case. Of course it is.
It appears to be a tall Caucasian male with smallish pores and good muscle tone.
Smallish pores.
It appeared... The shovel... That's not the door. The blade and handle of the shovel are both dusty and worn. There's nothing to indicate that it was used for anything criminal.
You never enhance, just like you never look. What about if I sweep it away with
While
bones?
this is an interesting approach, it serves no practical purpose.
Maybe I was clicking the wrong part of him. I just figured, move the coal around, uncover him. He'd be like, oh, it's Steve!
There's an unconscious... Several gunshots ring out close by. You can barely hear anguished cries and shouts over the roar of the furnace. You'd better get moving.
Get up, Steve!
Steve.
Wake up!
Well times. Steve. It is better to... There's an unconscious man in the coal bin. Although the coal has dirtied his face... You... Steve... Don't...
Ah! My death! Fucking FAQ writers. Oh, again. Oh, and they got Steve too! Alright, well, Steve definitely wasn't in on it. I'm a really bad detective.
Steve being the large Steve.
Like, what do I need to do? Smack him in the face, little. I cleared his face. Yeah.
It's too heavy.
One more item thing. Nothing, I mean... What fucking... Does this have water in it?
You hear
No, because we've been using it. For listening. Here, have some life.
while
Clonk him. You want some cheese, my dude?
while this is
Does the smell of hussy bring you to?
while the
I was very insistent. Oh no. What? What did I forget? Oh my god. What do we need? The smell of hussy? Is it snake oil? Was it perfume? Does the shoe do it for you?
while the
Ah! What do you want from me? I said half of it. Countess body. Oh, I didn't know what this was. The icon was not great. Here, get up.
don't touch.
Here, I have your shoes. Here you go.
While
Steve!
don't touch. While
Is he dead?
Steve appears to be in great pain.
Take your shoe and shut up! I'll make you...
While
What the fuck? Was I supposed to do that
while this
before?
isn't-
Shoe before salts, I guess. I tried to put on his shoe! But it's like, you gotta uncover his face to realize it's Steve before you put on his shoes. I tried when I saw his foot. I was like, that's that other shoe. That's Steve. I don't need to see his feet or his face. Stupid fucker.
While this is while
Put on your shoes!
while this
Oh, my head. What happened?
You got clonked!
Yes, Steve. I was so worried about you. Are you all right?
I think so. I remember hearing somebody coming up behind me, and as I turned around, somebody slugged me, gripes my head hurts.
Tenderfoot.
They must have dumped you down the coal chute. Let me see where you were hit.
We gotta get out!
I'm all right. Don't touch it.
Honestly, you men can be such crybabies.
That's
you
true.
think you can walk? We have to get out of here. Somebody's been murdering everybody in this museum, and whoever it is after me.
I can make it. I'm with you. Where do we go?
Out that
Good
door.
question.
Fucking Steve. Help me move this. I don't know what to do. Oh, praise be. Let's fucking go. Oh god! And we don't have snake oil! I guess it... I don't know what that was. I just want to beat this game. What? That's what I want to know. Are you empty of snake oil? I think so. I think we like
An empty bottle of Dr. Moribund's guaranteed snake oil.
you had to do 3 times, I thought, to get to the snake in the corner. What? 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 This game! Another dead end. Maybe... What is these hieroglyphs
How
say?
strange. Hieroglyphs are carved into the wall. You get the feeling that this is not just another air shaft.
Hold on. It says... no, I can't tell. Just get out!
While this feels like us, you quickly reconsider this panic-induced response when you realize that there are far too many snakes to round them all.
I know. But they have nothing. This... This does suck. So, okay. Let's... I just want to see... Okay, how many does it require to get the snake? I did 1, and then it didn't. Okay. See, and then it got me. Kerclunk. Oh my god. So if you do 2, you'll have 1 more. This is terrible. How full is it? I think it only has 3 shakes of a lamb's tail. Look. At this? At what? At the snake?
A full bottle of Dr. Moribund's guaranteed snake oil. A full bottle of...
Oh, okay.
A bottle of Dr. Moribund's guaranteed snake oil. It's 1/4 full.
That was after 3. And it's what I thought I did. Before. 4th is all I need. Okay. I swear that's what I did before, but...
A bottle of Dr. Moribund's guaranteed snake oil. It's 1/4 full.
I mean, after the snakes,
Don't
that's
touch
it, right?
You don't know where it's been. Oh! Look,
Because if you did it one more, it said it was empty.
it's a little... You pick... Don't...
It's very close to the end.
A coat.
I don't think I actually needed that.
You pick it up.
Let the record show I did find the smelling salts on purpose. Or on my own. Alright, we're gonna get real good at this. There's a lot less screaming. Because I know what to do. Maybe. But there's still so much of it. Like, if you never get the wire, you're screwed. If you... I mean, I guess you gotta do the... You have the snake thing to do this, so you couldn't get to that other thing. Smelling
So far,
salts,
so good.
you could
Keep
fuck
it
up. If you didn't get his fucking shoe... Yeah, I feel like some were clues and not really important puzzle items. I found the most important things. I don't need to solve no fucking mystery. What am I, Scooby-Doo? The fact that you can't reopen this mummy is really a pisser.
You hear the sound of someone breaking down a door in the next room.
The one-way passages are so useless. Yeah, no fuck. It's like they're not even cool. Getting real good at this now. She's still carrying around her purse. I mean, I guess she has to. She has all that shit.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
It's a huge purse. I'm glad I figured out that the mummy was a doorstop. That was pretty funny.
The snake shifts just a little, and you hear a click.
You didn't think the snake oil was a thing.
Don't touch.
Just get in there. Go. I can't skip this.
You hear ominous chanting as you encounter it.
She's like, this is a bop.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
Oh, there's Daisy. I
was
didn't see Daisy
looking
before.
for the-
You think
no,
I'm this? You,
but
the
you don't really plan to kill me, do you?
Of course not. Kid,
Can-
that young.
now, where
perhaps
do
we
I
of
how-
Hope it's in the same order. That would be really cruel. Wait, where the fuck is the W?
That's correct. Very impressive.
Of fine.
Who is
I'm not.
if
Now go. Go! Okay. Take 2. You got back here pretty fast. Yeah, it was a lot better. I didn't really think it was... I thought it was going to be more of a slog. We did okay.
Oh,
Yeah, they are good.
An immense
Alright, save. Let's... Whoop, let 5. I would have thought it would take more snake oil when it took 3 shakes to get the other one to move. Oh. It's not how I thought you would react, but I'm glad it is how you did. Just that easy.
You hear the sound of gunfire from the direction of the furnace room.
sounds like someone's chasing us, Laura.
What are these? Rats? Cheese! I have cheese! Take this cheese!
The rats devour the cheese in a split second. It only made them hungrier.
Uh-oh. Terrible. Death by rat was very fast. Do I have... What else do I have other than cheese? Cheese. I mean... were the grapes, like, poisoned or something?
A nice bunch of grapes.
Cheese is right. I'm, like, brain dead. Like, what else do you do then, though? It's where you throw it. Oh, I just clicked on them. See, I click on them and it just throws it right there. Again, inconsistent. They decide when to be stupid. Do we like throw it past them? Past us? Like, come get this cheese.
You hear the sound of gunfire from the direction of the furnace room.
Sounds like someone's chasing us, Laura.
No shit. Here, go get it.
While this is... The rats devour the cheese in a split second. It only made them hungry.
Doesn't seem like it mattered where I threw it. Am I supposed to throw it out the door? This game is something else. I'll tell you what.
Touching the...
It's been a torment. It's like, oh, here's something we didn't see in the 90s. Not a big loss. Was I supposed to take the mousetrap? There's too many. I only had one mousetrap. Just have the Tommy gun.
You hear the...
Sounds like...
Go get it, bitch! They've fallen off a cliff.
You watch in relief as the last of the rats scurries out of sight. You can barely smell an unpleasant odor, like burning hair.
Oh. That is a shocking secret tunnel. Alright, let's get out of here, Steve. If you are in my way, I will murder you. No! He's in my way! Kill him. He deserves it. Oh, in a vulnerable position. I got it. They want me to be this way. Ugh. Yeah. Just take off the hood and let's be done with it. The coroner's inquest.
With a little more effort, you'll be the best investigative reporter Tulane ever graduated.
I am done.
Thank you for coming to this inquest, Miss Bow. As the coroner on this case, I'm going to informally question you and study the evidence you've collected. If you assist me in developing a case, the perpetrators will be tried in a formal court of law. We're primarily concerned with the museum murders, but we're also interested in the theft of the Dagger of Amon and other matters that may have a bearing on this case. My examination of the corpses has been fruitful, but I need more evidence to build a case. Any information you can give us would help, but you must justify your conclusions with the evidence you've acquired. False accusations and unsupported conclusions will not be tolerated. Although I don't wish to pressure you, your employer is also here to judge your performance on this investigation. Since this is an informal proceeding, I've allowed it on the basis that your newspaper will cooperate with our wishes. Now, to the questions.
He's the same
Who
voices.
murdered Dr. Pippin Carter?
I don't actually know. I don't know anything anymore. I am... Just tell me. I don't care. Cause like... Okay. Pippin... It's all the same, mostly. Red hair. Like, is it all the detective? But except the opening murder. Right. That... It seems like the Countess was in on it. But I don't know if... I mean... Oh my god. Was he covering another crime? I don't have the notebook. Cause like... He took the thing. I think. Hucked it in a thing.
Who murdered Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld?
I'm just gonna say he did it. We didn't see anything on him, right? Oh my god. Maybe he knew something? Had a bad day. Although, yeah. Maybe he knew, I don't know. I'm just gonna say he's covering another crime.
Who murdered Ernie Leach? Who murdered Yvette Delacroix?
Jealousy. Originating crimes was financial, then cover-ups. Oh, financial gain. Okay, yeah.
Who murdered Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
You're
Who
delayed.
was the skeleton found in the steamer trunk?
It's not, I thought it was Archibald, right?
Who murdered Dr. Archibald Carrington?
I mean, it was her fault, maybe. I don't know.
Who impersonated Dr. Archibald Carrington?
This is the one you never found the diary. I don't know this name. So I'm assuming this guy.
Who murdered Watney Little?
Maybe assume this. So that was the financial gain one. You're doing good, okay?
Who actually stole the Dagger of Amon-Ra from the Ancient Egypt exhibit?
I still think it was all this situation.
Who was the woman involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
This is this one? I think you might have said something before. Delay, yeah. Is it Yvette? Oh, the Countess?
Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the man involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery? Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the middleman who provided forged paintings for the Countess and sold the real ones for her?
Oh. I mean, was this still Watney?
Based on our own investigation, your conclusion is incorrect, Miss Bow. Two of the men who were murdered were involved with one of the female victims in a plan to steal the paintings. We have a report on that woman telling us she appeared at an appointment in the medieval armor exhibit sometime after the party. She was unaware that her partner in crime was dead at that point, and she was seen carrying paintings. If she'd been confronted at that time with evidence that her partner was dead, she might well have confessed to her crime. Who is the high priest of the Amon-Ra sun worshippers?
That is Ramses.
That's correct, Miss Bow. You're very observant. Which museum employee runs a fencing operation as a sideline business?
I mean, what? Was this Ernie's situation?
That assumption is correct. Mr. Leach was moonlighting with his own business as a fence installer. In fact, he put up a very nice fence around my house. Miss Bow, please remember in the future that you're a reporter, not a detective. By interfering at crime scenes,
Togi.
you make it much more difficult for the police to do their jobs. Not only are your conclusions based on unfounded guesswork, you don't even have any evidence to back them up. By your presence at the murder scenes and your destruction of evidence, I'm tempted to conclude that you were the murderer. You neglected to thoroughly question all the suspects, and you missed important evidence at the crime scene.
I'm not a detective!
Though you discovered the Dagger of Amon-Ra, you have not arrived at conclusions about the theft that make any sense to me. I believe the theft involved two people, one of whom must have been on the museum staff. Because of you, a murderer is running loose in this city, free to kill again. I hope you're proud of yourself, Miss Bow.
But I said most of the things correctly.
Since his skeleton was so nicely cleaned by the domestic beetles, Dr. Carrington's bones will soon be hanging on display in the Leyendecker Museum. Yvette Delacroix died plastered. Her remarkably lifelike statue now lives on in the Old Masters Gallery of the Leyendecker Museum. Her memory lives on in the minds of all she touched. Her sculpture is attributed to artist unknown.
What a game.
Dr. Pippin Carter, wherever he is quite displeased. You did not recover the dagger of Amon-Ra, nor did you find his murderer.
It's in my pocket!
Therefore, Pippin feels it is only fair that he should haunt you for the rest of your life. Indirectly, as a result of your total failure, Wolf Heimlich was fired from his job as Chief of Security at the Leyendecker Museum. 1 year later, still out of work, he committed suicide in military fashion by falling on his sword.
Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Having died in the course of this story, Watney Little's life of crime came to an abrupt end. As he was not a nice man, nobody missed him.
Yeah.
After Wolf Heimlich was fired from his job as Chief of Security, Dr. Olympia Miklos moved to Montana to do full-time field research in paleontology, digging in the rich fossil beds she found there. Her greatest find was the carnivorous Olympiasaurus dinosaur. As fond as he was of the Leyendecker, Ernie Leach noted in his will that he wanted his body donated to the museum. His body now resides in numerous small jars of alcohol, which will be placed on display in the new Hall of Internal Biology, adjacent to the Hall of Late Mammals. Since the dagger of Amon-Ra was not recovered, Dr. Patashab Tut Smith was forced to commit suicide with a fake dagger of Amon-Ra from the Leyendecker Museum gift shop. After losing his head in the museum, Ziggy found himself unable to continue his criminal career. His head has been preserved and is now on display in the life mask exhibit at the Leyendecker Museum.
They're like, well, it's already here.
Ramses Najir continued his successful career as an accountant and as head of the secret Egyptian cult of Amon-Ra.
What the actual hell?
With his strong high society ties, his accounting business made Ramses a millionaire in 15 years. Having died from a snake bite, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carleton did not live long enough to inherit any money from her last husband, Sterling. Extremely unimpressed by your total failure as a reporter, Sam Augustini fired you.
Great.
Later that same year, he was mugged with a gift shop duplicate of the dagger of Amon-Ra and died from his wounds.
Good.
He blames you for his death.
Good.
Since you were fired after your total failure at the museum, Crodfuller T. Rhubarb continued the investigation, found the dagger of Amon-Ra and the murderer, and won a Pulitzer Prize for his excellent
In
work.
my pocket!
Henri Lemore, the coroner, continued his successful career studying dead bodies for the next 50 years, finally retiring in 1976 to tour with a rock band, the Ungrateful Dead. Low Fat continued in the laundry business, eventually opening a chain of low-fat Chinese laundries across the country and becoming a millionaire in the process.
Good for him.
Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly continued in his job and became a full-time homicide detective. Having amassed a small fortune by being frugal, he retired to Ireland 3 years later. Steve Dorian was quite upset by the unfortunate event that happened to you later that night. Stunned by your total failure and the unfortunate event that occurred to you later that evening, John Bowes spent his remaining years in a New Orleans mental institution.
Wow, I really
After
did
you
it.
gave it away, the dagger of Amon-Ra vanished. 20 years later, in 1946, it mysteriously appeared on the doorstep of the Cairo Museum in Egypt. There was human blood on the blade, as if it was some kind of a message.
Am I gonna die? All because I was a terrible detective.
You had your chance and you blew it, Laura Bow. This is what happens to interfering reporters.
Fucking what?! Wow. Yeah, there she goes. Like,
I want to marry an archaeologist.
I am without words.
That's warm. I travel with him through
Like,
hills and deserts and weather out.
do I have to give it to somebody?
If he wants me to, I'll burrow and dig. On burial small and temple big. Oh, I want to marry
I'm
an
dying here.
What a marvelous
can't.
thing.
Like, it feels bad.
Mommy would love
Feels really bad.
to. We'd be famous.
You have to answer the questions right. So, wait, how many did I get wrong? I only thought I got one wrong. Like, should we do it again? I should. Is that all that's required? Is that I answer the questions right? Go back and wait for my answers, okay? Okay. I can't do this way. I can't. It won't even let me. Okay, financial gain. That was the first one. Okay. Like, what are you doing? Cover another crime. Right. I have never felt so bad after a game. Like, to be fair, wasn't the financial gain gained by stealing something, and therefore it was another crime? Man, look at her die. Yeah, Archibald Carrington? I didn't know that. I got so confused because there were so many steps. Okay. Do 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 do. Look at me run. Oh yeah, go get her, Laura Bow! Or get him. So Watney Little stole. Okay, I get it. But yeah, it was a coercion situation. There's so many questions. Okay, Ziggy. I think that's where I fucked up. Leslie Wilson, Leslie Wilson. Yeah, Ramses was the priest and Ernie was the fence. I can't end this. Hold on. Gotta make sure to... Just show them all at once! Quit holding me hostage! won't be riddled with bullets at the end. Yeah, for real. Like, people can go to jail or something. Blue person. I do always generally watch the things. The end. Not yet, it ain't. Stupid fuck. Oh, it just ended. I don't remember seeing Blue Man Group. Okay, I have to scroll back up to make sure I got everything that's correct. 1 star. Not good. Bad. Actively bad. I'm sorry this went for 2 hours, but it was obvious we were so close. Careful. Careful. They should have went, like, unhooded the person, obviously, immediately. That's what you do. I mean, she did it. They just didn't let us see. Sorry I blamed you, Steve Dorian. You're just some guy.
With a little more effort, you'll be the best investigative reporter Tulane ever graduated.
A little more effort.
Thank you for coming to this inquest, Miss Bow. We're primarily, although who murdered Dr.
Pippin Carter, Detective O'Reilly, for financial gain.
Who murdered Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld?
Detective O'Reilly, to cover another crime.
Who murdered Ernie Leach?
Detective O'Reilly, to cover another crime.
Who murdered Yvette Delacroix?
Detective O'Reilly, because of jealousy.
Who murdered Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
Detective O'Reilly, to cover another
Who
crime.
is the skeleton found in the steamer trunk?
Archibald Carrington III.
Who murdered Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Watney Little.
Who impersonated Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Watney Little.
Who murdered Watney Little?
Who, let's see, hold on. Who murdered, Detective O'Reilly, to cover another crime.
Who actually stole the Dagger of Amon-Ra from the Ancient Egypt exhibit?
Watney Little.
Who manipulated Watney Little into stealing the Dagger of Amon-Ra?
Detective O'Reilly.
Who was the woman involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
Countess Waldorf Carlton.
Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the man involved in stealing paintings from the Old Masters Gallery?
Hold on, I gotta scroll down. This is a lot of stuff. The man involved, obviously, is Watney. I just want to double check. Watney
Based on
Little.
what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who was the middleman who provided forged paintings for the Countess and sold the real ones for her?
Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld.
Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work. Who is the high priest of the Amon-Ra sun worshippers?
Ramses Najir.
That's correct, Miss Bow. You're very observant. Which museum employee runs a fencing operation as a sideline business?
Ernie Leach.
That assumption is correct. Mr. Leach was moonlighting with his own business as a fence installer. In fact, he put up a very nice fence around my house.
The sheer badness of the ending was
One
amazing.
final piece
Yeah.
of evidence to present, Mr. Coroner. I have an eyewitness who would only feel safe to come forth if I established my case against Mr. O'Reilly. Now that I've done so, Let me introduce Dr. Patar Sheptut Smith of the Cairo Museum.
Oh, he won't have to murder himself now.
Mr. Smith's testimony is safe with us.
Many thanks. I was in the Egyptian ceremonial room underneath the museum when Detective O'Reilly killed 2 of my fellow sun worshippers.
Oh.
I saw with my own eyes how he gunned them down without mercy when they tried to stop him from chasing Miss Bow. However, we only managed to slow him down. His hood fell back briefly, revealing his evil face to us as he slaughtered our people. That son of a camel should not be allowed to run free upon the sands.
Will you testify in court to what you witnessed, Mr. Smith?
Happily, sir. My dead fellows expect their revenge. Although Amon Ra will certainly destroy O'Reilly's car when he journeys through the underworld.
I'm not qualified to give my opinion on Mr. O'Reilly's spirit in the next world, Mr. Smith.
Don't
but
mention that
I'm
you're
sure
gonna
your
be to
testimony
sacrifice
will
me,
help
yeah.
your dead friends sleep peacefully. Thank you for coming forth. I must admit that I'm impressed by your methods, Miss Bow. Not only have you identified the murderers of those unfortunate individuals, but you have also uncovered the skullduggery involving the Dagger of Amon Ra. Our case is very strong now and prosecution can begin. The New York Police Department owes you a debt of gratitude for your assistance in apprehending these malefactors. I'm sure that a commendation of valor from the police department is in order. Thank you for your help.
Praise be. Look at me, I'm a hero now. What about the dagger? Yeah, dagger theft. I had it. I had it in my
It's
pocket.
all that lousy reporter's fault. Damned interfering Laura Bow.
You're setting up a...
Thinks she can get away with squealing on me, does she?
There's no Laura Bow 3.
Well, she's got
Thank
another
goodness.
thing coming. Do you hear me, Laura Bow? You'll pay for this. If it's the last thing I ever do.
Good luck with that. Oh, here.
Thank you for waiting, Laura.
We're gonna get with Steve Dorian now.
Don't mind, Steve.
Laura,
Yes?
would you mind? I mean, do you suppose... Laura, could you close your eyes? I have something for you.
Oh, I suppose so. Oh, Steve!
Do you like it?
How did you get it?
Steve, how could you? How could you have stolen the dagger?
It's a gift
I
shop.
didn't steal the dagger, Laura. I bought this copy for you at the museum gift shop. I thought you might like a memento of your big night at the Dagger
Okay,
Museum.
that's fine.
Oh, thank you, Steve. I'm so embarrassed.
You're beautiful when you blush. Laura,
Yes, Steve?
would you consider joining me for dinner this coming Saturday?
Well, I'm not sure if
Now that I know you're not a
I don't
murderer.
know if I should really. Yes. Yes, I'd be delighted to
And I'm not
join
gonna
you
get
for
murdered.
dinner.
In my
Thank
sleep.
you, Laura. You've made me very happy.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, Laura.
Oh, Steve.
Oh, Steve! Oh, Laura. Oh, man.
Since his skeleton was
Okay.
so nicely cleaned by the domestic beetles, Dr. Carrington's bones will soon be hanging on display in the Decker Museum.
They were nicely cleaned.
Yvette Delacroix died plastered. Her remarkably lifelike statue now lives on in the Old Masters Gallery of the Decker Museum. Her memory lives on in the minds of all she touched. Her sculpture is attributed to Ryan O'Reilly, 1926. Pleased by your success at finding his dagger of Amon Ra and his murderer, Dr. Pippin Carter now rests in peace. Pippin Carter's body was transported to Egypt by his cousin and now occupies a place of archaeological honor in the Temple of Amon-Ra in the Valley of the Kings.
That seems not cool.
Due to your success at recovering the Dagger of Amon-Ra and finding the murderer, Wolf Heimlich continued as Chief of Security at the Lion-Decker Museum.
I wanted him to commit
2
suicide.
months later, he was married to Dr. Olympia Miklos. 2
Yeah.
years after they were married, Wolf and Olympia had a child they named Morgana Wolf Heimlich.
Yikes.
Having
Trouble.
died in the course of this story, Watney Little's life of crime came to an abrupt end. As he was not a nice man, nobody missed him. Due to your success at recovering the Dagger of Amon-Ra and finding the murderer, Dr. Olympia Miklos married Wolf Heimlich, who continued as Chief of Security at the Lion-Decker Museum. 2 years after they were married, Wolf and
I know
Olympia
this.
had a child they named Morgana Wolf Heimlich.
It's the same shit.
As fond as he was of the Lion-Decker, Ernie Leach noted in his will that he wanted his body donated to the museum. His body now resides in numerous small jars of alcohol, which will be placed on display in the new Hall of Internal Biology.
The verse did just keep
adjacent
getting
to the
worse and
Hall of
worse.
Late mammals. Dr. Patasheptut Tut Smith finally gave up on getting the Dagger of Amon-Ra returned to Egypt. However, once it completed its US and European museum tours, it was returned to the Cairo Museum anyway. So, several years later, Tut died a happy man, even though his death was the result of an Egyptian cobra bite.
going
After
around.
losing his head in the museum, Ziggy found himself unable to continue his criminal career. His head has been preserved and is now on display in the life mask exhibit at the Lion-Decker Museum. Ramses Najir continued his successful career as an accountant and as head of the secret Egyptian cult of Amon-Ra. With his strong high society ties, his accounting business made Ramses a millionaire in 15 years. Having died from a snake bite, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton did not live long enough to inherit any money from her last husband, Sterling. Thoroughly impressed by your success as a reporter, your editor, Sam Augustini, nominated you for a Pulitzer Prize and was
Thank
present
you.
when you received your citation of valor from the police department. Sam retired 10 years later to become a gentleman cabbage farmer, fulfilling a secret lifelong dream.
What a dream.
Pleased at your success, Crodfoller T. Rhubarb was happy to become your assistant at the New York Daily Register
my
News
assistant.
Tribune. Henri Lamour, the coroner, continued his successful career studying dead bodies for the next 50 years, finally retiring in 1976 to tour with a rock band, the Ungrateful Dead. Low Fat continued in the laundry business, eventually opening a chain of low-fat Chinese laundries across the country and becoming a millionaire in the process. Former Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly was sentenced to 60 years in a state penitentiary. Having been a cop, O'Reilly found it hard to make friends in prison.
Yeah.
After your successful completion of the museum assignment, you started dating Steve Dorian. Thrilled with your success, John Bow spent the rest of his life telling people what a wonderful daughter you were and how he had taught you everything you knew about criminology. After your recovery of the Dagger of Amon-Ra,
Yeah, he killed
it
so
went
many.
back on display at the Lion-Decker Museum. The large amount of press coverage drew many patrons to the museum to see the dagger. After 2 years on display at the Lion-Decker, the Dagger exhibit continued on a tour of museums in the United States, Europe, and finally found its way back to the Cairo Museum in Egypt.
Wow. Okay. Feel a lot less bad. Thank you for helping me do that. Yeah, I definitely didn't have all the information about the painting stuff. But wow, there should have been some sort of medium bad thing, because I didn't get everything. I got a lot of the things, but I did have the fucking dagger. So it's like, I don't know. There should have been something, a middle ground. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible game. Just, I am kind of in awe. Yeah, one of the worst endings ever. I can't. We experienced something here. Sorry I kept you around for 2 hours. I definitely thought at the point I was just like, oh, it's time. But it's like, I think we have like 10 more minutes to go. So, anyway, okay. Toki's been very patient. We'll go for a walk now. Thank you for joining me. I don't know what we'll play next. I did get some other adventure game. It's like Zach McCracken or something. It was on sale. I don't know anything about it. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Stay tuned. Bye.